Welcome back, rockers.
On this week's episode, we'll be getting a performance from Leroy's Grand River Band. He'll play a few original songs, including one that he'll improvise for us on the spot.
Now, on to some IUP music news. IUP's student-run campus radio station, WIUP-FM, will be partnering with Static to bring you the third Netflix and Chill event of the semester, Jordan Peele's Candyman. WIUP will be DJing before the movie, as well as emceeing the costume contest. This free event will take place on Saturday, October 30th from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the Hub Ohio room. Doors will open at 6 p.m. Remember to dress up. Happening on October 31st is Squawktoberfest, a performance by the IUP Music Department's clarinet ensemble and soloists. Also, feel free to come in costume to compete in the costume contest at this event as well. The performance will take place from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. at Cogswell Hall in room 121. Performing for us on the show this week is Leroy's Grand River Band. Check it out.
Hey rockers, I'm Capri, and we're here today with our musical guest, Leroy. How you doing, Leroy?
Pretty good, yourself?
Pretty good, thank you. So I have a few questions for you. You ready for them?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, first question. What makes you write the kind of music that you do?
Music is a creative outlet. For a lot of people, they have a lot of built-up inner feelings, and they just kind of want to let it out, and so that's how I do it.
Okay. So if you, going off of that, like what was your favorite song to write so far?
Probably Killing Pain or Busted Headlights. Busted Headlights talks about a pretty severe car accident I had recently, and the same goes for Killing Pain. It talks about the time leading up to the car accident.
Okay. When it comes to inspiration, where do you get it from? Since you said like feelings and all, like where do you go to get like the deepest feelings you can't possible?
Well, usually I go to a specific spot out by my place. It overlooks a river. And I just sit there and I think about like older times, the past, think about people in my life who've come and gone, whatever. Listen to music, classic rock and older country.
Okay. And so for the message that you want to gain, like give out to your audience, what would that message be?
Look at life in the best possible way, because no matter how bad you think it can be 1,000 times worse. And if you ever start feeling bad for yourself, just remember you could be gone tomorrow, and some people say, oh, I want that. No, you don't. When you've seen both sides, you realize which one you want more.
That was very nice, I like that, thank you. So tonight you'll be like improvising a couple of songs or a song for us. So yeah. Can you tell us like how you even get that process started?
Usually I take like 3 random aspects of life, and I just kind of put them together in my head, and I correspond it with things I've lived through or have seen personally. And sometimes, because I actually can't read music. I taught myself guitar just by ear, and the same goes for singing. So
that's really cool. That's really cool. Well, those are all the questions that I have for you tonight, so thank you. And thank you for joining us tonight. Next, we're going to come up with a prompt for a song Leroy's going to improvise tonight.
I'm Leroy Von Dyke, and I'm going to be playing you some of that good old country tonight. A little bit of things from off the top of my head, stuff like that. And a few songs I've compiled together myself. First one, we're going to go with A Good Subject. Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll edit it, so it cuts right in.
Okay.
Driving in your truck, getting lost in the middle of nowhere.
Okay. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Well, I was going down the road in a rusted out Chevrolet. The night before was chasing my mind, trying to kill my pain. With a bottle on the dash and a Bible in my hand, I was just trying to get lost in the quicksand of time wrapping around me. Oh, can't you see what this world been doing to me? Been living on the nightlife for so damn long, I haven't seen the sun, I can't remember when. So now we're moving toward the sound of the 350 Hemi under this hood screaming. Oh lordy, that's when I come most alive. 'Cause when the pale moonlight starts to go down, that's when I go to bed, yeah, when the rooster crows. And when it's coming back up again, Mr. Moonshine comes a dancing to me in my dreams, oh yeah. Well, I've been rolling round in this truck long, so damn long. Smoke in the air, oh, white powder on the dashboard. Lordy have a mercy on a poor man's son. 'Cause we've been going so damn long now, I can't remember the last time I slept, no. I don't even know what lonesome stretch I'm on. Oh yeah, but it'll be okay, 'cause I'm a-singing and I'm moving for another day, oh yeah. Well, I've been driving down the same damn stretch of road for so long. I've been getting lost in the sound of the engine, oh yeah. Next thing you know, I'm on another stretch of road that I don't even know. Looking for something I lost somewhere some time ago. Lordy have a mercy on my soul. Bible on the dashboard, empty bottle on the floor. White powder rising, oh Lordy, I know this life of sin's gonna be the death of me. And as I drive off into the pale moonlight, I'm a-taking my time, feeling mighty fine from the Louisiana shine. And I'm gonna get higher than them Appalachian pine trees growing around my mama's old home. So as the nights begin to grow longer and colder, still looking for a woman that I used to know. She was a 5'9" beauty queen, oh, barely 16 when we first met. But she took my mind and took my soul, made me feel the things I never felt before. Oh, Lordy, have a mercy on my soul. Well, I pulled into another lonesome truck stop, and I shut the rig down, walked up to the gas pump. That's when I seen her again, but that was the last time that I seen that loving woman. 'Cause she done did left and never said goodbye. That'll be okay, 'cause I'm just surviving for another day. So as I wind up the engine and head back for the road, I just know I'll never be back home again, no. And I'll probably never see that woman again, oh no. Well, I was barely 17 when I met Clayton Delaney. He was laying on his deathbed in his one-room shack way back in the woods. See, Clayton was an old country singer, yeah. He made a couple $1 million from selling a few albums back in the day. And he just would always say, son, never pick up a 6-string, and always leave the 6-gun at home. Never go looking for trouble if you don't want what comes with it all now. He always said that he lived his life out of the bottle, but that sounds a lot like me, 'cause in the pale moonlight I can see myself slipping away beneath the pine trees with an half-empty bottle of Jack in my hand. Oh, Lordy, have a mercy on a simple God-fearing man. Clayton was the one who showed me what the country lifestyle was all about. He used to say, don't you know, oh, that was me in the marquee lights singing all night long, strumming with the sound of the guitar, filling my mind with the smoke, oh, and the drink. Oh, Lordy, he knew what it was like to lose the most, though, oh yeah. 'Cause see, Clayton, he was down hard one night when he went and robbed a liquor store for a couple $100 trying to make it to the next show. And he always did say, If you can't handle what comes with the fighting, the drinking, all the whiskey and smoke, then you better not live this outlaw life, or it'll cost you your own life. See, Clayton done did caught up with the wrong crowd, but in his later years he started getting back to the basics of it all. Found a sweet loving woman who took good care of him, clean up until the day that Clayton Delaney died in the back of his one-room shack in the middle of the woods, yeah. Well, I met her way back in the woods by an old mountain stream. She was a beautiful lady, oh, she took my mind so far away. Well, she tried to help me when I was broke down and busted, but I kept slipping back to the devil's ways, oh yeah. All the times that I lied and left her alone, all the times I would go out and smoke till the break of dawn, all the times I would spend in the moonlight getting mad with some fellas that I used to know from Tennessee. Me and my buddy Jack Daniels, Jim Beam, oh Lordy have a mercy on me. One cold October day she went away, so I spent the next year and a half on the run, loaded up like a 6-gun, never staying sober, always moving to the sound of a flat top grooving, to the sound of old Johnny Cash coming through on my radio. Well, that all changed one day, I was coming down the road. Next thing I know, the car was upside down and I was dangling from the seatbelt. Lordy knows that old 89 heavy Chevy saved my life that day. That's when I get a phone call when I was sitting in the hospital. It was from a woman who used to love me a lot back then. Well, she said that she would come and take care of me as long as I needed, just as long as I never went back to the devil's way no more. And I completely obliged and said, I'll see you around 10. Well, she came strutting in the door, and ever since that day, that mountaintop beauty queen been a-sitting with me. And we've been singing and swinging between the pines, living such a beautiful life. Oh, I'm glad I left all the liquor and the smoke behind. Now we're just moving on down the line. Oh yeah, moving on down the line. Yeah, man.
Hey guys, welcome to another installment of Staff Picks here on Indie Rockers Ball. I'm Dante, and today I will be talking with Flora and Sydney about some of their favorite albums. How are you guys doing tonight?
Okay.
I'm here.
You're here? Well, we're not off to too good of a start there, but hopefully it gets better. So, what albums?
Mid-semester jimmies. Anyway, go ahead.
So, what albums will you two be discussing today?
So here I have Monument by Malchet Doma.
And today I will be talking about Magic Potion by the Black Keys.
All right, very, very good. Now, what is the overarching theme or message of the album you guys have chosen tonight?
Good question, Dante, and it's a question that I actually don't know the answer to because, for one thing, this album is completely in Russian. And
that's interesting.
I can't lie, I haven't looked up the translations of all of the lyrics. I'm more familiar with their first two albums. This is their third album and most recent release. So I'm less familiar with this one than the first two, but I can't answer that question because it's in Russian.
Okay, well, whenever you have an answer, please let me know.
I will.
And same here. I didn't really look for the overall message of the album. It just sounds really, really, really cool. It makes me feel like a biker witch.
Yeah.
Basically, it makes me feel like a rock and roll biker witch.
That's pretty cool. Especially around Halloween. Maybe that could be your costume this year.
I have 2 other costumes.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily IRB or FCC friendly.
Well, I hope that it's better than a biker witch.
I imagine that
Because
a
how
biker
could you
witch.
pass up that opportunity?
I dress like a biker witch every day.
Well, there you go.
There's no need.
All right. Do you guys think that there's any other albums out there that have a similar kind of vibe to it?
Well, with most of the music that I talk about and enjoy, this is very it's very reminiscent of 80s post-punk and synthwave stuff. They're very one of their songs on here is called Discotheque. That probably tells you everything you need to know. So anything in that vein, I would say it's very close to that. It's dark wave, it's techno, it's post-punk. Yeah, in that vein.
Okay.
For albums that sound similar to this, really anything by the Black Keys, because it's all fantastic. I don't have a specific album, but a specific song or artist would be probably Black Moon Spell by King Tuff. It's got that same gritty, old school rock feel. Other than that, really, it's just, I think they're kind of an entity on their own because they've got that kind of like, it's the sweet spot between like alternative rock with a little bit of twang, with a little bit of like older sound without falling too into like indie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
I love how you compared the Black Keys to sounding like the Black Keys.
Yeah. The Black Keys sound like the Black Keys.
I would compare Molchat Doma to Molchat Doma.
That is a bold comparison.
Bit of a stretch.
Yeah. And finally, is this your favorite album by this artist? If not, what is?
Gosh, I love all 3 of their albums so much, but I don't think that it's my favorite release of theirs. My favorite of theirs is probably Atazi, which is their 2nd album.
This has to probably be my favorite album by them because it has Goodbye Babylon and Strange Desire on it, which my mom would blast around the house when it was cleaning day. So
Get you to clean a little quicker.
Yeah, no, just jam while you clean. But like, grew up with it. It came out in 2006, so I was like, what, 3? I don't know. It's good. It's my favorite.
3.
Okay.
That makes me feel old.
Yeah,
I was a whole 3 years older than that.
All right, well, I think that's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week with more Staff Picks.
Hey rockers, welcome back to another episode of Music Lesson. This week I'm going to be teaching you So Far Away by Stain. So, song's going to be in a half step down tuning, and I will teach you first how to play the rhythm, which is played throughout the song. It's played like in the backing of it. So what it's going to be is you're going to hold like a D formation, basically. Like, so if you hold the D down here, you would slide it up to where your pointer and your middle finger would be on the 7th fret of the low E and the G, and then your ring is going to be on the 8th fret of the B. So you would go. That's like what it would sound like if you played a D up there, but it's going to be a pattern. So it's going to be this. So you're going to start on the low E, and it's going to go like this. So you just go from the low E, go down to the G, and then go back down. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you do that, and then you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to put your pinky on the 8th of the low E instead. So instead of the 7th, it'll be the 8th. So it's like this. So it goes. And then same thing. Might be a little different, so you might want to change your hand position, but hold these two in the same position, and then you're going to put your pinky on the 10th of the low E. So it's going to be up here. So it goes from this. So it's going to be. Like that. And then, so you do that once, it's all played once, so it goes. And then all you do at the last three notes are it's going to be 10th on the B, and then it's going to go to 7th and then 8th. So all together that plays twice. So what that's like is this for you. So it's going to be. Then you just end on the 10th on the B the last time. So that's going to be in the whole song. That'll just be for the rhythm guitar. I'll teach you the lead real quick too because it's easy. So it's just going to be simple chords, and it's going to be C add 9. So it's going to be. You can actually do it both ways. I prefer C add 9 because it sounds better. So it can be just E minor too. So it can be. And it's going to be C add 9. So. And then G. And then D. So that's like that. That's pretty much for both of the verses. And then at the very end right there, when you go to the D again, so it's. Then you play that full C add 9 again. So goes from that, and then it goes to you hit the regular D twice. So then we go into the chorus, which starts with G. So real quick, all that is. Like that. So it's gonna be the same chords pretty much, just in a different order. So it's gonna be G. So it's pretty much the same, except it's gonna be G, D, E minor, and then regular C, not add 9. So it does that 4 times. So all that is. Like that. All right, so, and then the only thing left you have basically is the post-chorus and the bridge. And all that's going to be is it's played once. It's pretty much the same, except it's going to be regular E minor, C without the 9, so it's just going to be this down here, and then G, and then D. So that's all it's going to be is. Like that. So basically all it is, I'll run through it real quick. I'll play the little beginning part, and then I'll play parts of the parts I just showed you. So here it is all together. Yeah, that's pretty much how you play So Far Away by Stained. Once again, thank you guys very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.
Well, that's a wrap for another episode.
We hope to see you back here next week for more. In the meantime, follow us on our social media, which is all linked below if you're watching on YouTube.
There you'll find weekly indie music recommendations and some posts from behind the scenes.
See you.
See you.
As I pull into another truck stop, I can see that I finally found what I've been looking for. She was a good, oh man, I goofed it. Oh.
And I can't wear glasses with this because it'll fog up. I'm sorry.
Crisscross. Do. Wait, I want to figure.
I'm gonna make an appointment during break to get my eyes checked out.
You gotta open up your eyes.
Oh, can you get a monocle?
How's that?
Thank you.
Nice. And it doesn't even change the shot that much. Let's fucking go, baby.
Hey, Jet. Okay.
I can't do jump cuts.
Well, not jump cuts. I mean, they can just scroll down to your part because I already know the greeting.
Oh.
Yeah, that way it's in. Okay. Welcome back to Indie Rockers Ball,
Wait,
everybody.
Hang on, you have to like leave a pause before you start speaking and then start.
3, 2.
Welcome back to Indie Rockers Ball, everybody.
It's like whenever I get on camera, there's no longer any connection between my mouth and my brain, and my mouth just goes, and like I'm not actually thinking. Okay. Cavetown just announced his 2022 U.S. tour. He'll be doing wee woo wee woo. Okay. Cavetown just announced his 2022 U.S. tour. He'll be playing a show at the Roxy Theater in Pittsburgh on Saturday, April 30th of next year. Tickets are currently available for pre-sale. Why you bow? Cavetown just announced his 2022 U.S. tour. He'll be. I didn't know my volume was up. Lol. Cavetown just announced his 2022 U.S. tour. He'll be playing a show at the Roxy Theater in Pittsburgh on Saturday, April 30th of next year. Tickets are currently available for pre-sale for members of the Cave Club, Cavetown's subscription-based fan club. However, tickets will be made available to the public on Friday, November 9th. This is The Wrong Car by The Twilight Sad. This is an EP of theirs from 2010. I think I'm covering up Felicity, but that's all right.
It's around the shore. It's all good.
This is from 2010. So the first two songs off of this are never before heard tracks for this EP, but the last two are remixes from their second album. And the first of which, The Room, was actually remixed by Mogwai, if you guys have heard of that band. Another excellent band. But yeah, this has been a favorite of mine for a long time. My lovely out-of-print vinyl. I'm very proud of it.
It looks lovely. It looks worn, but in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well loved.
Well loved. I love it so much.